All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ruchakodash.
Let's say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the elders, apostles, and bishops at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect Akim out there doing this work. All right, much love to the scattered elect and to the few sincere women that subscribe to the true doctrine. All right, we're the brothers here at Great Millstone, Nebraska, coming back with a lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying to the lost sheep of the nation of Israel. All right, and just really a couple things that we wanted to get into. You know, starting off with with these with these robots, man. And there's an article that we were talking about, and the spirit was rolling. You know how you have Amazon, which I'll bring up the article. This is from Syracuse.com, and it's dated October the 24th of 2025, which today is what, the 27th or the 26th. Right, today's the 26th, October 26th. So this is 2 days ago, and it says Amazon plans to replace 600,000 workers with robots. Right, so just when we was talking about that, you know how, pretty much a lot of people are going to lose their jobs nationwide, man. All right, and this is going to essentially roll in. These are some movies that Esau came out with that correlate with these type of things that we see now in the news, right? Like the movie Subservience, which was on Netflix, was a perfect example. It wasn't 600,000, but you had a man who was, I believe he's like a foreman or something like that. He worked with a bunch of people for years. The company brought in robots. They got rid of everybody except the foreman, right? There's another iRobot, the movie. So these type of things, this is not new. And this is something that Esau Edom, through these movies, has always brought forth. All right. Any brother want to have a precept or anything to go into it?
I got this Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3, which says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened."
Right, and that grinding is going into money. How you make how people say, I'm on the grind, going to work. Okay? So if this is not the only time, and think about it, over the years, at least the past 2-3 years, a lot of people have been losing their jobs en masse, man. Okay? But now it's technology involved. Right? So this is no new thing. All right, read that last part again, Bible Shah.
It says, "And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few."
Yeah, the grinders cease because they are few. All right, they're creating all these so-called jobs, but a lot of these jobs are going over to China. And even some of the jobs they're creating here is jobs that don't help keep up with the bills. It's like a fast food job, or a janitor job somewhere you ain't even making $15 an hour. And even for you to make $20-some an hour in this economy is you live in paycheck to paycheck. All right, so the grinding is slowing down. The grinding is ceasing, and now they're bringing in technology. All right, to put a cherry on the top with it.
Because I was gonna mention, this is kind of going into the next article that we were speaking on, because as the scriptures say, here I'll grab it real fast. Let's see, it's like this is 2 Corinthians 11:14, which says, "And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light." And I grabbed this because Esau is going to come with some sort of solution and act like he's helping the people. Because like the brothers mentioned, with all these jobs being taken away, or the jobs that humans will work not being able to really pay the bills or sustain life, there's going to need some type of solution to be brought in. And what Esau ultimately wants to do is that he wants to bring a universal basic income, or as Elon Musk said, a universal high income. That essentially what it is, or we could just get into the article and it'll break it down. Okay. So this is from finance.yahoo.com, which says there will be universal high income. Elon Musk predicts with 80% certainty that none of us will have jobs, but Bill Gates says it's too soon. So this is from June 13th, 2025. It says Elon Musk is doubling down on a future where humans won't need to work, and he's putting a number on it. And the reason why they're saying humans won't need to work is because they're bringing in AI. This is better. It's more efficient. It works faster. And ultimately for Esau, it's cheaper. You don't have to pay humans. You don't have to give them no vacation. You don't have to, cater to people. You have just a tool that's constantly working for you 24/7, whenever you need it to do whatever.
Mm-hmm. You ain't got to worry about paying health benefits. You ain't got workman's comp, none of that. You go ahead up.
It says at the Viva Technology Conference in Paris in May 23rd, Musk said that artificial intelligence could eliminate the need for most human jobs within the foreseeable future.
Right, and this is a mogul in the technical division, right? So now he's not what he's saying. We're not saying it's 100% true, but there is some sense to it because think about it. He's behind a lot of this technology too, so he knows how these robots work. He knows how AI technology works. He knows how the computer system. So he understands that with the resources that we have, we can make this happen. So, you go ahead.
It says, not only did he claim it's likely, he gave it odds. In a benign scenario, probably none of us will have a job, Musk said. There will be a universal high income. I say there's about an 80% chance that AI advances will lead to a situation where humans will not need to work and will have all they need. And that's going into that Klaus Schwab. They will own nothing and be happy. They're basically saying we going to take any purpose and meaning y'all have from life, even down to y'all just being slaves in our society. We're going to take that from you and we're going to make it to where we giving you a bone. We'll give you money to sustain yourself. We'll let you live in a 15-minute city as long as you bow to our system. Because that's the ultimate. Not only is it bringing in AI, replacing jobs, not only is it bringing in UBI, this is all going to be in line with, people getting the MOTB. How are you going to get that universal basic income? It's going to be with digital money. This ain't going to be a thing to where with the cash we have right now, people going to be getting a UBI. Inflation will go through the roof. This is going to be when this digital system comes in, and you're going to need the MOTB to get that UBI. It says Musk wasn't referring to basic income just large enough to get by. He called it universal high income, implying a future where people have access to far more than the bare minimum. So it's
and it's we don't know what the circumstances is of how much you would make or whatever. That's not the point. The point is, it's really it's really circling around being comfortable with relying on the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's saying that we're gonna give you UHI, we're gonna give you universal high income, you don't have to do really much for it. You don't have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, okay, in this economy where cost of living is jacked up, how many people wouldn't take that type of offer or wouldn't consider the terms and conditions of that type of offer?
Mm-hmm.
And this is not connected, but something also that we were talking about that was saying is, I believe was it Amazon? It wasn't Amazon. It was a company that's willing to pay up to $150 to watch people cook and clean. All right, and which I haven't seen too much on it lately, just one article. But even the thought of that is like, okay, well, let's keep an eye for that too, because there's too much stuff that's lining up that could possibly have connection with one another, right?
Right.
But the point is, it's conveniency, and how much it can help you in your life.
I got a quick precept for you. This is Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
Yeah. Never trust thine enemy.
Right.
And the enemy is who? Esau, Edom. All right. Every time he comes to offer you something, there's always some type of stipulation that comes with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There's nothing that comes free with Esau, Edom. All right. And this is a perpetual. I'm just thinking about with the Native American Indians. You came here with peace. All right. They showed you how to live. And the whole time you had your arms behind your back with your fingers twisted. Like you know how they used to do back in the day. You twist your finger behind your back. That eliminates a promise. That's how Esau is.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all help me out. Okay, oh yeah, y'all good people. And then you mess around and you treat them with smallpox blankets and you slaughtering them. That's the same type of mindset Esau has up until this very day. There's nothing free with him.
And as he's coming with this technology, or he's coming with this system and saying, we can give you this universal high income, everything is going to be fine. You don't even have to work and we'll still pay you. It seems all fine and dandy, but this is ultimately just so Esau can cement his godhood over the people. That's what he wants to do. He wants to come in and say, we're going to make these AI robots and we're going to delegate them to, fulfill every role that we have in society. We've created a type of life form that's more efficient than what the Most High has made. And we're going to take what the Most High has made. We're going to take all these humans and they're just going to be, just in our society living, and we're going to decide who gets how much of what,
Yeah, we got to get that 2 Thessalonians.
Kind
of. Got to get that.
Is it okay? Can I get that? Yeah, I just
Go ahead.
Okay. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 10, which says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside thee." And that's the thing. Through all this technology that Esau has created, through this system that he's thought long and hard and deep about on how, all these different aspects of society, he's in a mindset now that he is the Most High, because he's created a system that can mimic the Most High. The Most High is omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent, which means all powerful, all knowing, all seeing. And Esau has created a system that can mimic that. He wants to surveil everybody in the world all the time. He wants to have this technology and this AI that he can know everything, and that has put him in a mindset as if he's on the level of the Most High, and he's not. But it would seem like he is, and he wants people to bow to him as if he is the Most High. So when you come into a system to where you don't have any jobs, you can't go out and get a job, we're going to give you the income at the rate that we're going to give it to you, based on how much we're going to give it to you. To receive that income, you're going to have to bow to him. You're going to have to recognize him as the one that can delegate that to you. And if you don't, then he's going to say, well, we're not giving it to you. But you got to recognize him as that, as your master at that point.
Yeah. That's it. Beautiful point.
I got a quick precept. Isaiah 14:14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Khan. Was there more to it?
It says, verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Right, and hell is speaking about death. It's speaking about the grave, not, a place where you go to burn forever after death. Is essentially saying, as high as your society is going to be brought, as far as you're going to go in fulfilling your enterprise, is going to be brought to the ground. The Lord is going to destroy all of this. This whole kingdom that Esau has set up. Because as the scriptures say in Isaiah 29:16, it says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
Yeah. America's supposed to be so-called based off of the Bible, and when you get the president, they get inaugurated, what they do, they swear in on the Bible and God we trust on the back of the dollar. But when then you look around, it's like nothing in society matches what they're saying. You seeing people walking around confused about their gender. I'm gonna just say it like that. That the Most High ain't subscribed that. You subscribed that back during the time of Barack Obama, where all 50 states was able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To be one another. The food. When you look at some of these food processing videos, it's horrible. It don't even look like food. You know what I'm saying? It look like they found some shit off the side of the fucking sidewalk, put it into a machine, smashed it down, put some coloring on it, rinsed it off with water, ran it through another machine, and made a clump of noodles. So yeah, I mean, Esau is Isaiah the 24th chapter. All right, Isaiah the 24th chapter. We don't have to get them. Revelation 18:11 destroys him that destroys the earth. Animals don't even want to live in the sea no more because there's so much pollution.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they washing up on the shore, right? Being found with thousands of fucking pounds of plastic in their internal organs, because that's all they have to live on. You know, the air fucking is polluted here. We're breathing in plastics and metals. Come on, Esau turned everything upside down, man.
And that's the thing. In the pursuit of his greed, in the pursuit of becoming more and more rich, and when I say rich, it's not about money no more. It's about control. It's about having everything in his hand. He wants to have the human race in his hand. In his pursuit for that, he's destroying the meaning of life. When you go back to that article, it says that in Elon Musk's view, the economic shift won't be the hardest part. They good on that. They done got everything together with turning everything digital and everything. That's only a matter of time. It says the real challenge will be psychological. The question will really be one of meaning, he added. If a computer and robots can do everything better than you, does your life have meaning? He's taken away, the purpose of why, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai put humans on the earth. He wants to make it to where, he created the robot that can, what was it? He created the robot that can basically have children.
Yeah.
He wants to control reproduction. He wants to control how many children a person can have. The Lord said, be fruitful and multiply, but Esau wants to depopulate the earth. Yeah. He's.
The Georgia Guidestones, maintaining humanity under 500 million. Esau, he's showing through all these different ploys that he has with the food, the education, and he's showing that he's trying to slim down humanity. It's easier to control a smaller population of people. Let's figure out a way to get these niggas out of here. That's why niggas, hey, all this fucked up food that not only Jake but people eat on the regular. Like that's food to keep to slowly but surely shorten your lifespan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You go ahead.
God, reading on, it says, this isn't the first time Musk has floated the idea. In 2016, he told CNBC there was a pretty good chance we end up with a universal basic income due to automation. At the time, the statement felt speculative. Now he's calling it nearly inevitable. And that's the thing. He's saying that it's due to automation. This whole AI boom is just another step in what's it called? The Industrial Revolution. Salakia, this AI boom is just another step in the Industrial Revolution, and the purpose of that is just for a more efficient way to keep society going, a more efficient way to make riches. That's all it's about with Esau. And the scriptures say, Salakia. Let me go to Habakkuk. No, that's not it. But the scripture that talks about, he need all the grapes. He basically trying to squeeze everything out of the earth down to the aspect that he would basically sideline humans in order that he can,
Yeah. I got you. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 5. It says, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
And that's just Esau's greedy nature, and it's to the point to where it's deeper than he done monopolized every aspect of business on the earth. He has all these resources, and now it's that he has to have control over the human race. How greedy is that you will try to hijack Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's creation as a whole because you just gotta have everything.
This is talk about being insatiable. That's Esau. He is he has all the heart could wish, but he don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
What was that video? There's like an animation. One of them was the show where you have an animation where he just walking through, and he killed a whale, and now he got a jacket on. Then he go down the road a little bit, and pretty much he's just walking through the earth, destroying it.
Yeah, it was basically saying that like the state of the earth before, before man, quote unquote, it was in peace, it was good. But really, that dude on there was Esau.
Yeah.
And now, as soon as he came on the scene, he started walking through the earth, doing whatever he wanted and fucking up everything. Destroying all the trees, putting all these different plants on the earth. And what I mean by plant is like the factories and stuff like that, drilling into the earth, getting the oil, making all these metropolitan cities, choking out the birds and the oceans and just all this stuff. And by the end of it, the whole earth was just filled with trash. And then he had his throne that he was sitting on with his hat on, with his, with all the riches he amassed.
Yes, he saw.
And he did all that, but he destroyed the earth in the process.
Man, and that's one thing I love about that. We can move on. Is at the end of all that, because this was my first time seeing it, that the chariots came and got his ass.
Yep.
Right at the end.
Yep, Khan.
So that's ultimately the end for Esau. After he's choked all the life out the earth and done all the things that he's done. Hey, it says that in Nahum 1 and 3 that the Most High will not at all quit the wicked. Psalms the 10th chapter, he think that the Most High don't see what he. But the Most High is about to come. He's about to. Hey, that Second Ezra 9 and 1. He's about to visit the earth which he made.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see how the earth is being handled, man. All right. Well, we can get back into it. Was there more to that article?
Nah, that was it to the article. I did have a precept on it. Did you have some cover shot? Okay, Khan. This is Job 20 and 23, where it says, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Yeah. You want to say something?
No, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and filling his belly is going to ultimately Esau fulfilling his enterprise, which his enterprise is the NWO, total control of the world, be it through the micro C hip. All right. And right now he's slowly doing that, changing up legislation to where he's making you come to him. He's pinning your finances in the corner with the food stamps and welfare, right? So Esau he's creating a right now we're in the midst of his new world order, but it's not officially completed. But it says when he's about to fill his belly, so when he think he's about to complete this whole agenda, then the Most High is gonna come down on him. All right, you go ahead.
Yeah, that was it to that. I have one more precept.
Okay.
Revelations 11 and 18, it says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, in the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them.
That's only Israelites.
Yep, the saints, Psalms 148 and 14.
Okay.
It says, yep. And shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
Yep, and I said 18 and 11, but that's it, 11 and 18, because Esau Edom has destroyed the earth in every facet of life, man. All right, to where now your kids have to get vaccinated. All right, they had to put that poison in them. Now they got to eat the same dumbass Skittles and Tricks and Pop-Tarts and shit that we was growing up eating. That messed up our minds, and now we're shaking back. All right, you got these everything is fucked up. Like I can, and brothers can shoot them off the hip. You know what I'm saying? The food in general. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Takis. Kids is in all ethnicities is connected to Takis. They love them.
Bro, it's like it's to the point.
Fluoride in the water.
Fluoride in the water. Yeah. Like you can't even drink water freely, bro. Like water is a resource the Lord made on the earth that is like. It's water, bro. Like so much of the earth is water, and he's monopolized water. And if he didn't monopolize it to where you have to buy it, it's poison. And the water that you have to buy is poison. Like how do you do that? How did you mess up that bad, bro? Like, jeez.
Hey, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. So they scoop some shit out the sewer and scoop some water out the sewer and filter it and then put it in your water bottle, man.
That's the spirit. This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Yeah. The Lord got power of whoever set up, right? And it says that in the book of Psalms, a compliment that says promotion cometh neither from the south or the east, but from above. So anybody you see ruling, whether they're wicked or whether they're righteous, the Most High set them up for a purpose. Okay?
So who's that? Cyrus. 'Cause I'm just thinking about the word anointed, you know, because I went into what an anointing is, you know, and of course it was mainly like a ceremony where a king would come in, they would anoint his head with oil, you know, such as King Saul, King David, for examples. But it was also when you get into that word anointed, it goes into someone being chose for a specific person, for a specific reason. So with Esau Edom being set up in his stead, he was anointed. Trump is anointed, set up to do the things that he's doing for the sake of prophecy.
Yeah.
Right? So I just wanted to get into that because it said that he giveth the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. Right? Would you go ahead?
Con, I got it.
Was it more to that?
That's
Sirach. No, that was
right. Okay.
Proverbs 28:16. The prince that wanteth understanding is also a great oppressor. But he that hateth covetousness shall prolong his days.
God, and that covetousness is just to want, even though you got it already, you know, and or even if you don't need it. And it says, if you hate covetousness, you shall prolong your days. But Esau, he's the complete opposite of that. He is the most covetous man, you know. But what was that first part?
God, it says, the prince that wanteth understanding is also a great oppressor.
God, and it didn't say what in that Isaiah 47:10. By thy wisdom and thy knowledge, like the Lord has given Esau a great deal of understanding on the left hand side. That's why the scriptures say thou art wiser than Daniel. You know, and Esau has sought out many inventions, you know, but it has made him a terrible ruler, you know, in process of time, you know. So not in process of time, shoot from the jump, and now through process of time, it has just been given time to manifest into how bad it can get. So when the Lord brings the great destruction to this kingdom that he is about to bring, and when Esau is in the kingdom serving his hardcore captivity, you know, being severely punished for all the things that he's done, there's not going to be any confusion why. Everybody is going to be happy that Esau is going to be going through what he's going to be going through in our kingdom, because Esau has showed look what he's done. It's not just to the nation of Israel that he's destroying, it's to the whole earth. All the heathen, even his own people, are hurting based off of, you know, his ruling class. You know, so once he's at the bottom, it's gonna be a beautiful thing for the earth, you know.
Yeah, I believe the scriptures. Trying to find it. Like the nation's gonna rejoice. They're gonna clap. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna because peace is gonna. That's the big introduction of peace being reset in the earth when Esau Edom's out of there.
Yeah,
you know. And I was just thinking as you were speaking, man, we ain't gonna have no robots replacing y'all in the kingdom. Y'all about to work.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna work
facts.
hard.
Facts.
You know, you ain't gonna have breaking news. The Israelites are cutting 600,000 Edomites. Nah, fuck that. Y'all about to work harder. You know? Just wanted to put that out there because, hey, that's gonna be in righteousness. It's gonna be well deserved too, man. You have something, brother?
God, this is Isaiah 14:6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth.
Yeah, what Esau doing? Everywhere you look, every time you look up, he's over in somebody else's land trying to take their resources, or trying to put up a central bank, you know, or trying to spread his democracy. All right, and he's recently doing, like even right now with Venezuela, man. You know, doing all that bombing those boats and waging war against them when it ain't really about no drugs. It's about resources, man.
Yeah.
And you've always been like that. You know, people tired of you. Hey, that's why you got these places like Iran. All right, some of these third world countries now they have thermonuclear capability because they're tired of you fucking pushing them around trying to insert central banks. Tired of you coming over there trying to take their resources, bombing places. All right, so the Most High, he gonna have that wrath turned right back around on you, and this is why the nations are gonna rejoice. Tariffs, right? Hey, the earth is gonna completely rejoice when Esau Edom goes down, right? Starting with the elect. The elect is gonna rejoice, man. But these heathen nations that have been picking up on your bullshit, they're going to rejoice too. All right?
Back in Isaiah 14:7, the whole earth is at rest and it's quiet.
There we go. The whole earth is at rest because that big bad bully America is not nowhere. He's nowhere around. All right? That promiscuous woman is been laid to rest. Now we can enjoy food. We can enjoy clean water. All right, we can cut down the pollution in the skies. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a time of rejoicing when Esau is done, man. Right? That's why it says Jacob is the beginning of the Esau the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning and bid that follow it, because Jacob's world peace is going to follow. Where you, as it says in Wisdom of Solomon 2, towards the end, I believe the very last verse, it says that nevertheless through the envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that to take hold of his side do find it. Death is going to be put away. Your ways are going to be buried, man, and put in the coffin forever. But you go ahead.
It continues back in Isaiah 14:7.
Oh, Salaki, what it says, hell from beneath is moved to meet the other coming, roughly paraphrasing. And that hell is talking about death, man. You go ahead. I think it's in that same chapter.
It's in that same chapter. It says, they break forth into singing, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
There we go. It says, no feller has come. Read that part again before that. The hell beneath.
No feller is come up against us.
Yeah. Hey, cause think about it. What does the scriptures tell us? It says that if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, right? So when he's going into these different countries, taking resources and unjustly unaliving people, do you not think that when that spirit is not in the earth no more, that they're gonna be happy? Because the rest of the world, I mean, I would say, like, let's say if Jake gonna mind our business, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure ain't no ratchet shit going around us. But for the most part, we're gonna mind. Yeah, go ahead, do your thing. As long as y'all ain't tripping, that's how the kingdom gonna be. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be ruling in righteousness. As long as you ain't over there holding festivals for Bacchus and nothing like that, and you good. You know what I'm saying? You ain't over there worshiping no idols, and you doing what we told you to do. You good. We're gonna let you rock.
Bro, and this is beautiful with that whole verse in verse 8, because it says, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellers come up against us. When Esau goes down, even like the trees are going to rejoice. Like, ain't nobody cutting us down, and like deforestation is not going on no more. Like, that's like that, like the trees, the soil, there's going to be land Sabbaths again, so the earth can replenish itself properly. You got animals that they say they've gone extinct, but I don't believe that the Lord would allow these animals to go extinct. I believe the few ones that are left are just in hiding, but whatever the case may be, you got animals that can't even like live how they supposed to properly. Like, I remember when they was teaching us in school, you got all the like the birds and like the different like sea animals, and they be having like the plastic like 6-pack beer rings around their neck, suffocating, and bodies all covered in oil and stuff like that because of Esau. And so that feller speaking of almost like a lumberjack, somebody that cuts down trees. So it's like, this is just the metaphor that uses that the trees are going to rejoice because nobody is going to be there to do what Esau be doing. But all these different aspects of life, from the humans to the earth itself to all these different habitats, they're all going to rejoice because Esau is going to be laid down.
And also, if I may, in the Old Testament, in the scriptures, it talks about how, if you see a bird with a nest and you see eggs in it, you're not supposed to take the mother with the eggs too. You're supposed to leave the mother, So Esau, he takes everything, cut down a whole forest to make apartment buildings that nobody can afford.
Right. Right.
It's crazy. I could get that one real quick. 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure out a time diligently in thyself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before.
Yeah, and we're measuring the time by the like it says, by the signs. And those signs are the prophecies. All right, and we're witnessing right now. We're living in a time of prophecy, where it really is high time. Okay, it's really the time of Jacob's trouble that we're living in. Okay, where you got Esau coming down with great wrath in these different cities with these militants. Okay, you got lawlessness going on all over the world. We're living in the last days, man. You know, and no, not one of us is exempt. You know, even you men and you few sincere women out there that follow Yahweh Shem Yahweh word, we're gonna have to face troubles too. You know, but we have a more sure word of prophecy. For number one, for number two, we constantly pray that Yahweh Shem Yahweh delivers us from these times, because we know that we're gonna have to go through them. Like Ezra said, he said, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Showing that the men of the Lord, we're going to have to go through it, right? But this is how we're measuring the times, okay? You go ahead.
Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yeah, and he's been visiting the earth with earthquakes in diverse places, tsunamis, and, you know, different natural, so-called natural disasters, all right? But there's going to be another visitation also, right? And that next visitation that Babylon's going to get from the Lord is those UFOs, so-called UFOs. Okay? So-called UFOs, and guess what? Like, according to 2nd Ezra 13, they're going to be shooting blast of fire, lightnings, and tearing things up. But you go ahead,
Con, this 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Yeah, all day. Not how they say in the world, not all good things last forever. Right? And then for Esau, Edom, Babylon the Great, or America is going to last forever, according to Psalms 49 and 11. All right? But there was always, you know, getting back around to the scripture, there was always, through different kingdoms, there's always indicators showing that this kingdom is dwindling. It was financially, economically, morally, you know, and there was always chaos mingled in there too. All right, eventually until that kingdom crumbled. All right, and and we're seeing the same effects of this kingdom here, Babylon the Great, with it being on that average of, was it how many years? For a kingdom?
250.
We're right there. We're getting right there. Maybe like another year. All right? And we'll be right there. So America, everything is lining up how it's supposed to be. Right? Now, we're not saying, oh yeah, Babylon the Great for sure is going to be destroyed next year. No, we're just paying attention to the signs. And we're hastening unto the times that Yahweh Shem Yahweh told us about. All right? This is how we're measuring. Our head is on a swivel. Mm-hmm. All right, Ephesians 5 verse 15, tells us to be walk circumspectly, not as fools, redeeming the times because the days are evil. So we know we're prophesying of these things, but we're looking around to make sure that we're moving how we're supposed to move while these things are going on, and that Yahweh Shem Yahweh will protect us. Okay. Was it? That should have been in, unless you had another point to that Ezra's.
La.
Any brothers any closing statements, precepts? Okay. Hey, with that being said, Lord willing, this was edifying, man. We're looking forward to the end of this place, and we just gotta keep our boots tight and keep our feet to the ground, and keep on watching for these prophecies to come to pass, man. All right. So with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakwadash.
Double honor to the elders, apostles, and bishops at Great Millstone. Peace, love, and safety be to the elect. And much love to the sincere women out there. Shalom.
Shalom.